Hello, welcome to another episode of Life in DR. I'm your host, Saint. And again, thank you for joining me today and continue to support. Look, man, today is going to be a special episode. Why so special? Man, I have a great guest coming in today. Man, it's my brother. And one of the best things about this, my man is from Tampa, man. Home team is in the building, man. Again, welcome to another episode. Today, my guest is Dre, entrepreneur. This man has done it all, and he chose to reside in DR. And today, he's gonna bless us. First time ever doing podcast, because my man is not a big, in your face guy, and he's blessing us today. Dre, welcome, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Cheers, brother.
No cheers, Pinkerton. Yeah.
So Dre, man, talk to me. Again, thank you for coming on the show and just talking to us and giving your experience and all the places you've been around the world, and we're gonna talk about why DR, what's different about DR, and just from there and how you live in here, and we're gonna get into this, man. So first off, always gonna ask everyone this. Why DR? You've been to Bangladesh, you've been everywhere, but why DR out of all places? And we'll go from there.
Well, in my experience, traveling for business, never for pleasure. DR has everything that somebody like myself, born and bred in America, in the South, Florida, which, of course, the weather, I don't like cold weather.
You don't want to be in the snow, huh?
No, nobody. And the other thing was the cultural. And what I mean by that is being here, you can still see what I saw growing up, grandmothers, grandfathers, the foundation of love, respect, especially when you realistically get out of the city, Mm-hmm. When you go to the Campo, the countryside, it's a different energy, but in all essence, this country, I feel more at home if I'm away from home. In other words, I mean, I've been to Africa, I've done that, and not on pleasurable experience, safaris or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. Down and dirty, trying to, do business and support, my way of living, my family and things of that nature. So, but the DR is it's a great energy if you're here for the right reason.
You hear that? The right reason. If you're not here for the right, it will eat you, spit you out, and chew you back out. Go continue. That was great.
Realistically, it's supposed to. You know what I mean? Because to each his own. But I really think a lot of people, brothers, and not just black, the homies or whatever, but just in whole of men coming to a country where, number one, the women are beautiful. Okay, that's just real talk. Okay, and I've seen a lot of women, and from all different economic status. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, in different parts of the world. And down right, Dominican Republic has, in my opinion, the most beautiful women. And what makes them beautiful, in their foundation, they are still taught, if you don't do anything else, keep your house clean, keep your clothes clean, try to, and they work with so little, and that's a trip because, and again, this is just my personal opinion. Cats come here. They are not used to seeing beautiful women in a sense from the standpoint of being natural. You see what I mean? Because a lot of cats come out here, I got this, I got that, blah, blah, blah. And if, these chicks ain't dumb.
Nope.
They not dumb. I mean, this is the city, it's the largest, Dominican Republic is the New York of the Caribbean.
That sounds about right.
No, forget about it.
Yeah.
That's
exactly true.
And when you look at it, a lot of cats come out here flossing and, doing this and doing that. And to each his own, of course, I get it, but there's a way to do everything. You know what I'm talking about? And then, a lot of cats come out here and they make it bad for the next cat. You know what I'm talking about? Because, shit, on the real, I mean, everybody fucking the same chick. Oops, sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you could curse here. It's not for children.
I know, but shit, I got a little chucky from Ponce de Leon in my house. Here they call him Chucky. Get on YouTube. Me on it, daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
But shout out to my children.
Hey.
I have a beautiful daughter, a granddaughter, and my son. And not to go off on a tangent, but the Dominican Republic also offered me peace, and I was able to find myself, if that makes sense, especially in COVID. There was a lot of opportunity to do soul searching.
Self-reflection.
It's not so much the affliction. Affliction only comes to me, in my opinion, when a motherfucker ain't got nothing. And they ain't around motherfuckers with something just trying to help them to get something.
Yep.
That's affliction. All that other shit is bullshit.
That's true.
That's my personal opinion because, affliction is when you come out to mama's room and you see your little cousin them over there playing and your ass can't walk. You can't move fast, so your mind, I got to get there. I'm going to crawl. I'm going to get there, goddamn. Then you go to,
the motivational speech.
Exactly. So that's what Dominican Republic also offered me and gave me the solace of being, who I am and what I am. You find yourself in that moment. You have an awakeness. You come out of the as you would say, the conscious mind, and when you realistically understand, you create the reality that you want. Mm-hmm. Some real shit, and this was real, but it's not. It all happened right now in the last 5 years. It was years. I mean, 15 fucking years of, and I was introduced to this country. There's another way that I was introduced to it, but I lost the passion at that time, and I wasn't ready, because if I would have came at the age of 18, I would have had probably about like the homies,
a bunch of kids.
Hey, homes. Like
wait, let me stop you there. How long in total have you been in the DR?
For the last 7.5 years, I have been here permanently, but the last 6 years, here.
Okay.
But it was a 15-year. It was a 15-year. Not so much a transition, coming in, doing business, because the business that I'm in, it's not just any type of business. It's a business that everybody has to have and need, and it's actually a utility. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm realistically here in support of when you and I came into each other's lives. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so you gave me emotional, and not so much emotional, like, oh, support, because we weren't talking about shit like that. But, the point to see where you were coming from, where we both came from, because, it's St. Pete, I'm West Tampa.
Yeah.
So you already know the history between those two cities. One time for the South Side, the $3 holler.
Yes, sir. And the crazy thing is, like, you look at this, St. Pete and Tampa. If you're from Florida, you understand. It's what are the odds of two people from that area? And the thing is, we met watching football. So Americans living in the DR. We got a Tampa Bay fan, we got a Dallas Cowboys fan, and no matter where you at in the world, football will always connect you.
Right.
And then from there, hey man, it's been 6+ years, and now I got a brother. And
right on.
so that's important, but a lot of things, we'll talk about that as well, like the road, the journey, the path to where you're at now. But I'm going to take a step back even further, man. Like you said, cats that come to DR and they ruin it, they think. But man, for me particularly, it happens all the time. And when I first got here, see, I came on the bus because I came from Haiti,
right.
And I came on the bus, and it was shocking for me coming from the U.S. because, women are so sedity, they're so this way, that way, and I'm on the bus coming, and we pull over. There's women going to pee, gorgeous women going to pee by trash on the road. I'm like, I'm in shock, like, what is going on here? Then I was actually near here, and I'm in a Uber taxi. I see gorgeous women just walking down the street like it's the middle of the day, 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. They're walking. It's like, wait, what's going on here? How is these gorgeous women? So what happens is, in my personal opinion, how God messed these things up for us is, the fact is, look, guys, I'm talking to you. Not to put you down, but if you wasn't the man in the States or wherever country you're coming from, coming here with money doesn't make you the man. You're just gonna get played out, and you end up gonna be you're making it worse, like he said, for people like me and other people that really comes to either live here or try to find out. Money doesn't give you game. Money doesn't make you a G. Money just gives you more ignorance. So coming to DR with money doesn't do that. So that's something I wanted to talk about. That's why they ruin it for us, because they come here. I've met guys came here with $5,000 for 2 days, and they paid everything in credit card, and they just come and tricking for 2 days, and they brag. I'm like, oh, you come here for a week, $5,000, you come go back with money if you had game. And that's why these women play the game they play. Like, hey, you want to come here and be stupid? Come here and be stupid. But for you, the good thing about you, you live here. You got a beautiful woman. You got a child, like you said. So you did it the right way, and that's why you're at peace. That's why DR.
I ain't come here looking for no pussy.
Exactly. That's why you're at peace. And same thing with me. I didn't come here looking for pussy or love. I came here on a journey, and look where we at now. Yeah. I have my peace. If you check out the first episode, I told you I found my peace. So that's the difference when you come here for business, life, and not the piece of pussy or buy love. And it goes for both men and women now, ladies. Don't act like you don't come here with that ruckish. But either way, but that's where you're at, man. And you got the fam, you got the girl, you're doing good. And now let's talk about that journey, man. Me personally, my journey in the DR, as we already know, I came here for a pit stop and turned it into, now we're at 7 years. And the journey has been one way for me. But how about you? How's your journey in the DR? You got peace, you got this. What's the difference between DR and any other place you did go out and do business and check out the culture? What stands out here in the Dominican Republic for you?
Well, a lot of my travels, real talk, has my brother has also supported me, and I did not say his name or whatever. Nobody's famous. It doesn't matter, but doing when you got your mind focused on forward, because you already know where you come from. I think it was Steve Jobs said you can't connect the dots forward, you can only go back. And and what I again what I found out is again the sustainability of life, and when you are awake and you experience so many things, you really have one opportunity, in my opinion. You got a lot of time to bullshit and make mistakes, but you got one opportunity. It comes to that feeler, that line. It comes. It's either you gonna cross it, or this is the furthest you gonna get. A lot of motherfuckers don't realistically understand the reason why 95% of the world has to listen to someone else is because they're not willing to sit on the edge like the other 5%. And then when you do sit on it, what they say, you crazy, or you insane, or but when you realistically make it, you sat on that edge, and now you built that bridge with the real people that really had the real intentions of wanting to see you succeed, and your success. When you get there, you have other people trying to walk across that bridge. You know what I mean? And some people can say, oh, you discovered somewhere else for your family or for yourself. But I think that we have been so programmed in America to have all the real education from a system that has been in place for the last few thousand years, and be educated by that system, and to be afraid to stand on the edge and sit on the edge about what that means, me leaving America and saying, fuck it. I don't know no goddamn Spanish.
Exactly. That's my next thing. How was that transition for you? Like, how was it just like, all right, I'm moving.
Real talk, I'm a street nigga.
Exactly. Talk to me. How was that transition, not knowing Spanish and moving around?
No, I'm not using that as disrespect or trying to, fuck that shit. I'm glad God took me through that experience. The God in me took me through that experience and blessed me to be in this moment right here, you know what I'm saying, with you. But I didn't even know no motherfucking Spanish, nigga.
So how did you talk? How did you communicate?
See, motherfucker. Like the homie, like the homie, the engineer, Pinkateen.
Pinkateen.
And that's real talk, because
so that's how you communicate.
When you really focus on some shit,
you gonna get communicated.
You gonna, motherfucker, I done been to the chain gang, nigga, so you gonna communicate.
One way or another.
One way or the motherfucking other.
One way or another.
You feel me? So I grabbed my balls, nigga, and I was willing to jump in the water.
Were you using Google Translator like me?
Yeah, but I ain't the type of nigga to talk to a lot of motherfuckers anyway. English or Spanish. I ain't a talking type nigga. I'm a talk when it's business time.
Yep. And most business people here speak English. If you're talking business.
I don't. Yeah, but like I say, man, I'm in an industry where if you know me, you know me. If you don't, you ain't in it. You're not in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And so I I don't have to subject myself to talk Spanish every day, but I also don't have to subject myself to talk English every day. That's, again, I ain't no talking ass nigga. Around the homies in the hood, that was different, but we amongst one another.
Exactly.
But when you get outside of Edison Street, you know what I'm saying?
It's a whole different.
It's a whole different element. I see the world totally different. So everything that I do, every world that I'm in, I handle myself like I'm in the chain gang. Cause you're gonna respect and you ain't gonna let no motherfucker disrespect you. I don't give a fuck when we can't talk, we can't communicate. Nigga, the eyes will tell you everything. You feel me? And that's how I carry myself on where I'm at right now. And I was fortunate to go some of the best schools, not only the United States had to have, but Florida, Tampa. What a lot of people don't realize, I come from a part of the country where 11% of the income for the United States comes from, not including Miami, from Kennedy Boulevard. Well, really, right now, I would say MLK Boulevard all the way to Palm Beach. That's 11% of Americans' income. So I had the opportunity to be around, leave from the hood, and then go around some of the richest, most powerfulest people that was in Tampa. Then, who parents had names, but you go back 100 years in politics. So I had the opportunity to see both sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm talking about? So coming here, it was like, shit. Real talk, it's like reverse racism.
That's
I
true.
don't have to, nigga, I had, what's that shit, PTSD, for real, because even though I had travel, it was for business. I never put myself in a position to travel somewhere and say, okay, I'm gonna stay here. And it wasn't cause of no pussy, again. As a matter of fact, my wife was gonna work for me the first time I had started my path to be in the industry that I'm in. And so when I found out I had to redo everything for a particular license that we wanted, I had to break off for a few years and regroup. So once that happened, I didn't know her. She was going to work. It was an orientation, but it was because a friend of mine, my barber, his best friend and his brother, they Dominican, and the homie was here. And so he said, hey, my homeboy from America, blah, 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 blah. But that was, her brother was the homie too.
Yep.
But I didn't.
I know them now.
Yeah, but I didn't know her. I never, because even when he told her there was an orientation, I never saw her. But here's the thing. I did remember her eyes, right? So I'm like, fuck, nigga, it's like, goddamn, about 5-6 years later, they always say, Drake, come to the burial. And I never go to the burial. I had a spot over there on the Molly and I come in, handle business, and leave, because it's different when you do it. But needless to say, we went over there. Come on, they convinced me, so I go over there, walk through, grab some beers and shit. And when we had grabbed the beers, we were walking, and she looked at me. Well, somehow we made eye connection. And the eye connection, it was like, this is Dominican women. This is what niggas don't realize. They are strong women.
Very strong.
And no different from the sisters. Now, I ain't gonna get that twisted. I don't wanna get, I ain't starting no bullshit. Just, I'm only talking about my experience.
Exactly.
You feel me? So she was looking at me, I'm looking at her. And I'm like, well, bitch, I ain't scared. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like a nigga. What's up? And it wasn't no pussy type shit. I go home, I say, man, who that chick is right there? She just keep looking at me. She looked familiar. He was like, man, that's Julie's sister. I said, Julie's sister. Oh, okay. He's like, That's who was at
The orientation.
I said, but remember, I didn't see her. I didn't ever introduce myself or nothing. I only remembered her eyes, and it was the same eyes.
Ah. So see what happened, boy? You could come out here and get locked in by the eyes. But what he speaks Spanish now, by the way. But he ain't saying it. I know he in the past, but my man speaks fluent Spanish now, getting by.
Nah, real talk. I learned how to speak Spanish because I saw our relationship was going, where it was going. Because I wasn't here for no pussy. Now, if you see my wife, you be like, man, shit, with it. But my wife was beautiful, always been beautiful, but it wasn't I met her in San Sur and she had this, you know how these Dominican women had bodies and all that. No, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I did promise her when, if you have a baby, we have a baby, married, I would, make sure you have the mother thing. Like, I mean, if you got the bread, and you got your wife, you gonna, and she didn't have a baby, and because there's a lot of emotional shit behind that shit. You know what I'm talking about? And so that was my responsibility to help her feel who she was, not only as a mother, as a wife, but as a person. You know what I'm talking about? So
exactly. So let me ask you this: for someone that's want to be like similar to you, right? Career, business person, and they coming from Florida, they're coming from Georgia. I meet a lot of people out here, they come with no research or they only see what they see on YouTube, right? Some guy that's from where they're from or a different part of the States, and then they just come here for 4 days, 5 days a week. They film a video, they show what they did, and guys come here all the time and like, ooh, I saw this, I'm gonna do it. But you live here. You have your businesses, you have a whole family, you got so what someone in the States or anywhere else need to know about moving here, let them know. Something they need to know, what they should do compared to that because you live here. Let them know.
Depends on the category.
I mean, exactly.
I want to say something else, but I ain't gonna say it. Every person has a category. You know what I'm saying? If you done handled your business at home, and you'd been through a couple of relationships, one may be a girlfriend, a long time, and then the next was a marriage, and you done made up your mind like, man, I'm, fuck it. I'm good financially, I'm good mentally. I'm finna go over here and see what the motherfucker talking about. All right, I respect that, because you coming here to get some pussy, you ain't worried about no money, Then you got the category of coming here for, and I'm only talking about the guys, like you just said, that come here for about a week or whatever and say, oh, it's the most opulent,
beautiful,
whatever the fucking word you want to use. I'm not that dude to sit here and try to find fucking, a formula, that word. But real talk is the category. If you come in here for business, that's the one thing. But I honestly, no disrespect to no podcast, because I ain't that type of nigga, first of all. I don't have no Instagram, no Facebook. I ain't got none of that shit. Where I come from, I don't give a fuck what Jay-Z talking about. I don't give a fuck what none of them niggas talking about.
They ain't paying my bills.
I'm not in that lane. I'm in the entertainment world. I'm not in the YouTube podcasting world, So I think that passport bullshit, bro, whatever the fuck that shit is, then fuck a lot of niggas up too. And I'm not saying nothing against the brothers, because those brothers worked hard to be whoever the founder. I don't know much about it, but I do know about hearing and certain content. But big up, it's cool that they did that. But I think it's got to the point to where, you come one cat come out here with a certain mindset, another dude come out here with another mindset, and then you put that shit out there in the content world, and then you got a motherfucker who really want to try to do something, getting the wrong concept of this bullshit.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Now if you gonna come out here and fuck some hoes, come fuck some hoes. You know?
Exactly.
Don't come out here. You know what I'm saying? Cause honestly, nigga. Boy, I get me a bottle of motherfucking extra VA whole brew gallon, couple of lemons, and get a chair and sit my ass in the Bravo parking lot, boy.
That's the Dominican way.
Boy, goddamn, boy. I don't know why motherfuckers be running the goddamn saying sue all that. Y'all fucking the same hoes. That's why that thing back. That's why that see, this is what I'm talking about. Them niggas right there.
Yep.
With all that fake ass bullshit.
Yep.
Niggas come out here trying to wear jewelry and all that. You can do that shit back home.
Yep, bring the same attitude
bring that
to the yard.
Hey, listen,
and they,
man, you supposed to bring a motherfucking smooth jazz volume 3 to this motherfucker.
And instead they
want to bring in Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? So
they want to be at home still. They're not making the culture change. They're just coming from. Let me tell you a story, right? Mm-hmm. There's a guy. Mm-hmm. I'm in my building. I live in a nice little place, and I'm upstairs hanging out. Older man. I say nowadays we don't, but he's older. He's older than us by a shot. He's like, oh man, good energy. I'm like, okay. He's like, man, we start talking about women. Blah blah blah. He's like, man, I met a good girl. She was living in the countryside, like you said earlier. She was living in the countryside, and I moved her to the city after getting to talk to her, getting to know her. I met her family. They like me. They doing this. And then I move her to the city. I get her apartment. I'm here every few months. She loves me to take care of me. She do everything for me. Until I lost my job. Soon as I lost my job, she wasn't happy. She cut me off. I tried to get her back a couple times, whoop-de-whoop. You know how many times I hear these type of stories, and it's the same, but they come right back looking for the same thing. They might change their ways a little bit because now they're going to hold back a lot. And then there's guys, like you said, stories. Then there's guys that understand what it is. Okay, I'm going to go here for 3 weeks. I got these type of women that I want to hang out with. I done already brought them a little gift. They going to come stay with me. I'm going to grab what they want, and then they go on. That's an older person that retired. That just come here for play. But them guys that come for that love and try to buy it or love it or buy, they end up in that same boat, brother.
Like I said, man, it's a different perspective because a lot of niggas, what you have to really think about, a lot of niggas ain't got the mindset to get these type of chicks back at home.
100%.
They ain't in that lane because realistically, you know, a chick, realistically, man, this real talk, homie. A chick got a couple of categories of a nigga.
Yep.
Right? She got that nigga that she'll go have fun with and drink with.
Have a good time.
She ain't got to fuck him, right? Mm-hmm. Then she got that money nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If she want to go on a trip, might have to give up a little push, but you know, she getting what she want. And then she got that nigga that, you know, look here, boy, you can just get this pussy whenever you want.
Yep. Right? And he don't give her nothing.
And he don't give a shit.
Nothing.
That old brizzle.
Nothing.
You feel me?
He called her by the time he dropped the phone. She already at the front door.
Man, everything ready. Everything wet too, boy. You feel
She's
me?
been waiting.
Hey, look. So, and that's the chick them niggas fall for.
Yep.
Right?
Because they bad in the US. Them girls ain't giving them the time.
Come on, man. So they get here, and what they don't realize is this chick here. You take a nigga. You could take a 4 here. 4.
Shit.
Put on some clothes. You can cambiar into a 6.
Shoot,
And
even
then-
a 7.
And then you take that 7. This 7. That's from the countryside.
Yep.
Take her down to Collins.
Oh,
Take
man.
her over there on Ewo. Take her. Boy, take in Buckhead.
That's
where
why-
everybody gonna look. God damn.
That's why they trying to get there, and the dude trying to get here.
Man, look, it's like this. If you come here and you know what it is that you want,
You can find it.
you'll find it. But don't come here with that motherfucking attitude like you the shit.
Because they think, honest truth, because you've been here 6.5, 7 years.
15 back and forth.
Back and forth. You've seen the change.
Oh yeah.
A lot of these guys' mindset think DR is still a third world country. It's not. It's the #1 tourist destination for the last 2 years, and I believe it'll win another one in the Caribbean. It's #1. How many high rises you see? There's nothing there. The Twin Tower Blue Mall, the new part of it. Every Gucci Louis, like Abu Dhabi money here crazy. So guys think they could come here with the money and just buy it, and it'll go back to that game.
Yeah.
It's not third world no more.
Funny thing is, I'm involved. I have another company, and you would be surprised at how much money is here. You know, not so much the people, but the money. And this is why they said pre and post COVID, Dominican Republic was on track to have one of the best economies by 2027. Okay. You know, with all the other things that are going on right now, with the change of guard, especially in America, you know, who knows, but I don't see, you know, where that still would take Dominican Republic off track to hit that goal. You know, it really doesn't affect them. And what I'm saying is this. This is a big but small country.
Exactly.
Right? And everybody in the world knows about it. And what I don't understand with my brothers is this. We come from we come from the best country in the world. I don't want to hear all that bullshit, because if you ask me my real talk opinion, shit, like an old white man and an old brother told me, shit, goddamn it, I wish it was just the niggas against the crackers again, cause all this other bullshit ain't making no. It's shit fucked up.
It's exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just real talk. I ain't for this. I ain't for that. I'm on some like real talk, common sense type shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want your fucking child, nobody wants a child to run in front of a car, right? But the way we've been living is like we've been watching our child and we've been on a busy motherfucking street.
Worrying about everything else.
Worried about everything else. So, but you know, again, being in this country. If you come here with the right motherfucking mindset, coming from America, and you willing to hold your balls and jump in the water, come on, motherfucker.
Here you go.
But if you
speaking of that, what's something about DR, right, that you don't like, right? That could be anything. Cause that's got to be put out there. It's great, but give me something that you like. Damn, I really don't like this about DR.
Well, we come from a country of regulations, right? Very, 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 very overly regulated. In some instances, it's good. In some instances, it can be bad. In this country, if you're talking about something personal, I personally don't give a fuck what a motherfucker do. I already told you, I don't fuck with nobody. Literally nobody.
That I know.
I fuck with good energy.
That I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because I done been through too much bullshit. You know, motherfuckers sit here and talk all that bullshit. listen to all that. They can listen to a nigga behind the microphone. It's reggaeton rap. I don't give a fuck. It ain't nothing but a few niggas in that shit that really didn't live that life like that. You know what I'm talking about? So, when you realistically want success outside of your home, look at where you come from. Then utilize those tools to where you're at. And when you understand that element and you conquer the PTSD from being black in a country where we already had stripes against us, and you look at the opportunities that are here, personally, I think the thing that's really fucked up here is when I see babies or a whole family on a motorcycle.
Oh, don't get me started.
And again, I understand. I said all that to give you why I think, why you asked me what
That
I
question,
don't like. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. But I think this is where I do like certain regulations
In the US.
In the US. Because it's one thing, nobody pays attention to it until that fucking baby or that family is on the side of the road and everybody dead.
Yep.
Just fucking dead. Because number one, the fucking motor, he driving like he a fucking idiot.
Yep. Weaving in and out of traffic. Oh,
in and out of traffic, and then they fucking see it.
Yep.
And I tell you another fucking thing, if you wanted to fucking put money in the fucking economy here, this is why I tell you, some regulations are good, some are not. If you fucking ticket the motor, if you give him a fucking ticket, and he has to pay that shit, I don't give a fuck if it's personal or commodity. If you got the authorization to transport people on your fucking motorcycle and you make an accident, you pay for that. You pay for the fucking family funeral.
Yep. And that goes to
And
that
the police,
leadership role.
the police, guess what? Now you making another form of income. I ain't advocating for no motherfucking folks. Now don't get that shit twisted. Now you asking me a personal question.
I understand.
I
agree with you.
But bitch, I do drive in this crazy motherfucker.
You gotta tell it, you gotta be awoke to driving this
Boy,
place.
ain't no such thing as trying to put your motherfucking car. I don't give a fuck what kind of car you drive, cuz.
Nope.
Listen, you press that button and you try to drive automatic, and you and your shit get fucked up. Don't say nothing. This the DR.
Yeah.
I done drove in New York City. I done drove in Africa. Now, goddamn it, I ain't never drove in Bangladesh. Cause goddamn it, Bangladesh.
Y'all don't think you ready for that level?
Fucking million people, 180 fucking million people in a country that ain't no bigger than the state of Florida.
God damn.
Nigga, it'll take you motherfucking a day and a half to get from your apartment to Boca Chica. Well, I know what I'm talking. I got my passport here to show you that.
Wow.
I'm talking about from experience, nigga. You see what I'm saying? So when it goes back to my personal and what I don't like about here, I don't think children and innocent mothers should be put in a position to have their lives in the hand of a stupid driving ass motorcycle
With no helmets.
with no helmet. And I also think I commend the DR on getting school buses because now they have school buses. It was a point in time that they didn't have school buses.
Yeah, I didn't even think they had school buses.
Yeah,
There's
now
always kids on motos or parents
Now they
dropping
do,
them off when they
it's
got
certain
money.
situations, you know what I'm saying? And this is where you just said something too, homie. You know, it's, motherfucker talk about the haves and haves not. It's the haves and haves not, boy. I done seen people who can pay for water like I can. If they cut the water off on the street for some reason, I got, thank God, I have the ability to bring water in. It don't matter. But I've seen people like literally fucking walk, dog. Children with the mop stick and the broom, with the 2 buckets full, like the paint buckets, the big ones.
Yeah.
And they walking, huffing it, in the morning, late night, the bath, the eat, all that. So again, here's the irony. That same chick that's walking to get that goddamn water, when she dress up, motherfucker. And then that's the nigga
That's
that
coming,
show up.
That coming
Listen
up
to that passport shit. Listen to that bullshit. She ain't seen his kind of money.
Nope.
But he don't know how she living, and she happy to live like that, right?
Nope. And he's ready to give her everything.
ready to give her everything.
Everything. Without earning anything.
Oh,
and as soon as you can't give it to her no more,
adios, amigos.
Adios.
And you said she's supposed to, nigga.
Because you didn't earn it.
It ain't about earning, nigga. You ain't respect the game.
Exactly.
You respect the game. Now you already know you can get some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the old story. Goddamn, boy, the goddamn. Hey, listen to the old story. The old folk used to. Boy, I say, look here, boy. The bull, daddy bull talking to the son.
Mm-hmm.
Say, goddamn, hey, boy, Pa, look at all them bitches. Boy, let's run on down here. Pa say, no, baby, we just gonna walk down.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna walk down. We're gonna hit them all, but we're gonna walk down.
Never
you see what I'm saying? And that's what a nigga trying to come out here, show off your little money. You ain't gonna do it. If you ain't gonna do that shit, that with them hoes. You talk about all that shit, that with them hoes. And then you get here and do this shit, overload the whole year. And I ain't calling it a hoe, but I'm just saying, overloading the situation where a female see the opportunity because you're gonna be dumb.
Very dumb.
So shit, she's supposed to green light your ass.
That's called Western Union Poppy.
She's supposed to green light your ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, ain't no different. 20 years ago, cuz, you go to another state, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Re-up, get that. You go to a strip club, you flossing it, and then now you got the chick, you got two niggas with Desert Eagles at your ass.
Yep. Because you went out
there disrespecting the...
Try to be fly, try to put on a show.
A couple of jumbos. And the goddamn goddamn pan of the agua and salami and cheese.
Oh
boy,
my God.
Boy, she'll love you. Love you all night long.
Listen
baby.
to this.
I'm trying to tell you some real talk now. I'm just
listen.
I got 5 motherfucking brother-in-laws, cuz, so I know all the game. I learned hood Spanish
before
I knew business Spanish only in my industry. But I knew, so when somebody asked me, a lot of people think I don't speak English. I mean Spanish. And I sit back, reverse, like shit back home. You know how that shit is, come around them goddamn Cubans and them goddamn Puerto Ricans and some Dominicans at back home, but they sit around, no, me no speak, especially the Mexicans, me no speaking no English.
Yeah, they listen to everything.
Motherfucker understand everything you say.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
They never speak English,
look,
but they understand.
Try to play with their money.
They gonna speak clear English.
Clear. You see what I'm saying? So
clear.
Now I got the opportunity.
Big facts.
So when the motherfucker, getting the opportunity, I ain't got no university goddamn Spanish. Cause I failed motherfucking Spanish in high school. I got a D. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn it, the only thing I knew was K or the S. What time it is, nigga? Queso. Cause queso was something else. That cheese,
that guac,
that butter, that you know what I'm talking about.
That's universal.
That
queso
was my Spanish. So I learned, the hood Spanish first. I already knew my business Spanish and then everyday Spanish. So now I sit back. So now motherfuckers sit around and say, hey, oye, cuidado. Andre know all Spanish now, don't he? And I would sit back. Nah, I don't know. I don't know that.
Let me tell you this. He just said something, so I got to touch on that, right? So there's 3 levels that women accept it, right? There's the locals, right? A beautiful 6, 7, whatever. They'll talk to the guy in the moto that works for the Comado. Go hang out with him, drink Presidentes, and eat a bologna sandwich or just some chips, and he get his freak on.
At the cabana, nigga.
And at the cabana.
Nigga,
and that's all
night.
she gets.
A 42,000 peso, 2,000 peso noche.
She that's
everything.
All. And he gets some
cuckoo. Drinking, eating. Maybe a little hookah too, because they like their hookah.
That same woman will meet you and tell you she want to go Casa de Cava. She want to go to Don Pepe. She wants to go to a high-end restaurant that for you is not actually that expensive compared to the state. but she will do this. She'll do more for the person that that spent 2,000 pesos. So that's only like $32, $34, right? But you gonna spend 200 and think it's nothing for you. So you ain't got respect for yourself. You can lie, but I was just giving you game. And then there's a third, the white boys. He don't do nothing, he don't spend no money. She cooking, she cleaning, she gonna do everything. You know why? Because she see a future with him. You are just temporary and you're a bank account. With the white boy is a future. She gonna make sure she shows her value to him so she can get drafted. I'm speaking your language. And for the locals, they around, they make them laugh. They speak the same language. So before you come here, either you learn Spanish or respect yourself, because you can't be the white boy. You gotta make them laugh. That's something that's serious. You gotta make a woman laugh in this country.
I ain't. Just real talking, you know me, homie.
Go ahead.
Fuck the internet and fuck a motherfucker's opinion. It's only mine. I think, honestly, dog, I think every woman here looking for the opportunity, because I don't give a fuck where you go in the world. Every woman wants security, right? Like every man should want some type of security for himself and his family if he chooses to make one, you know, just whatever. But I don't think a white boy, and it's just my opinion with the white brother. A white boy come here and feel the freedom he can get a sister.
Of course.
He can get a woman with some black skin.
Of course.
Some cocoa. It don't matter. He can
treat them real good.
Treat them real good because he's shunned upon back home. I don't give a fuck about what's going on in TV. When you look at commercials, they trying to show black and white grandmama and the dad.
Yeah, now they're getting out of pocket.
I don't. That's their business. But I'm only giving my honestly personal opinion on the culture and the women here. I think where brothers fuck up, you don't lead at home where we're from with your motherfucking money. Why would you go 3,000-4,000 out wherever you're from, miles away, and leave with your money?
Facts.
And in a situation where if you really understood the culture, she just looking for a good laughter. She know you got something because you ain't from here.
Yep.
You got enough money to be here. You ain't motherfucking rental car, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you ain't struggling.
You ain't struggling. You got on some, you know what I'm talking about? So be real. Just, shit, I'm just, baby, shit, we can, I'm going to drink a little hen or I'm going to drink some extra beer with a little lime. I don't know how to bachata, but bitch, we going to listen to these damn downers.
Little two-step in that
two-step. I'm going to make your grandma happy. We gonna get the, we going to be jig, baby. And then she going to accept you. So if you find yourself without no money, you got a real soldier with you.
Yep.
You got a real soldier with you because she ain't gonna change from cooking, cleaning your clothes. That's her culture. That's how she was raised. So don't get that twisted. I told my wife, boy, my mama raised a nigga. Well, I can cook, I can clean, no disrespect to my wife because she has a wonderful mother who did everything for 7 kids. I can iron my own clothes. My wife don't know how to iron. I iron my son's clothes. As a matter of fact, you can ask all my children's mothers. I always iron my kids' clothes, and if I didn't, their clothes went to the cleaners with mine. You feel me? So a lot of these niggas are missing out on what they really looking for. And it's the culture. It's not so much a submissive situation, but it's the situation to where one is willing to be submissive for the right cause. But if you gonna throw your money in front of me, and I had a pussy, I would have been rich at the age of motherfucking 10. That's what that one nigga said. I had a pussy. Well, listen here, niggas giving away money. They giving it away.
Yep. That's why they tell their cousin. That's why they tell the next person. That's why they tell the next person.
Listen, you asked me a simple question. About what is life like here in the DR. And that's where I see sitting inside my house where I'm at, looking at what I see what goes on. I got family members, they all drink, man. Well, I want to come here. What you coming here for? Why I got boy them hoes? Boy, listen here, cuz. look, I'll pick you up from the airport, but you're gonna have to go ahead because I ain't about that life.
Exactly.
Boy, I got everything I want. Boy, I got everything I want in one woman. Listen, my wife and say, "Goddamn, you change your hair color." I mean, you know, the shit that women wear. You change your hair. Oh, yeah. That's what my husband like. Boy, I got a different woman every goddamn week. Do you hear what I say?
Yeah.
I got a different
Every woman,
motherfucking Dominican woman
every
every
week.
motherfucking week.
Red, blonde.
Red, blonde, I can show you. It's right here in the motherfucker. Red, blonde, black, curly, long, stringy. Hey, listen here, shawty. Boy, hey, listen. And when I want the freak, margarita. That's what I call it. Boy, call margarita. Tell a nigga got a couple dollars in the
Role play, baby.
Hey, man.
Role play.
Hey, man. Boy, I ain't finna go out like the homie Pookie say, boy, you go out there, roll it down with that pussy. Damn, crabs. Oh, goddamn, she done bunt me. Boy, I got that thing now.
Now I got kids.
Now I got AIDS. Now what you gonna do? Because you know, like I said, that thing running rapid here.
It's the shared package.
So a nigga ain't that, you know, I hate to say it, but motherfucker, they pick up that chick late night, they about 2, 3 in the morning, they twist it, they zoot it all up. And they think that thing, old woman that's thick, boy, leche. And boy, that thing got big old Peter. Boy, nigga run for the rest of the goddamn life. Because he came over here with that bullshit.
He can't. And you're right, man. That I get calls all the time because, you know, I take people out to show them out. And the people that come here just to enjoy themselves, it's easy. I like you people. Call me. I'll take y'all out. But the people that's chasing that cootie cat or where I go, what I do, where I go. The thing is, some of them people waste time too because they can't enjoy themselves, so they don't look to actually enjoy the time. They're just looking for the next woman. Bro, you actually not gonna have fun or enjoy your time because you just chasing something that comes to you if you just enjoy yourself.
Homie, but what I don't understand, man, honestly, and like I said, I'm a different nigga. I come from the era of rock is, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Rock is, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, they call it tricking. You know what I'm saying? So what I don't understand is how a nigga at this day and age can really just go fuck a bitch. Just like, just go fuck a bitch. And it ain't nothing there. I mean, y'all ain't went out to eat. Y'all ain't had a drink. I be wanting to see what a bitch, you know.
That's the new generation, though.
That ain't no new generation type shit. Cause this niggas our age doing that shit.
But they still have no maturity. Those people our age still doing that has no maturity, or they never were able to get that one. Man, you was a promoter. You was an entrepreneur. You had Tampa all crazy. I DJ'd for 14 years. So we had the fun. We never had to go look for it.
I ain't never took no pussy from the club or one of the shows.
It doesn't matter, but think about it. It was always available. Availability is access is the best thing. So you had it there. So you never had to go look for it. Even here, look, you got this. But that guy that went to high school, had no friends, no this, went to college, worked, or got a kid with a crazy baby mama, put up with it for a couple years, got single, went and got a job, never left the country, just got a passport 2 years ago. Now the internet's telling them, oh, you got this, you got that. When I was growing up in Florida, all I knew about was Bahamas, Jamaica, Costa Rica. That was the big top. Costa Rica and Argentina and Brazil. Those were what I remember. And only people like with money went to those places. Now any fool with a job that make a $3,500 can save up for X amount of time and come to DR, or that dude that didn't earn his money, just scam, just made this internet money. Now they got money to blow. They come here, oh, what I couldn't get in the States. Oh, that sister that ain't giving me love. You just looking for the wrong sister. I'm gonna come here and just blow it and buy it. Just, I got 1, 2, 3. So I can go to my boys back in the state. But I smashed like 10, I smashed like 10 bad ones, bro. How much it cost you? Oh, nothing. So that's the difference. But that's what I think personally is the difference. Someone like yourself, someone like me, someone that's had the good life or had the capability, accessibility to beautiful women. Even if you wasn't smashing them all, you had that available.
Well, I will say, you know, through my whole tenure doing business, 85% of the people I've done business with has been women. The other 15% of men I've done business with who has helped me and I have helped, you know, it's the one thing when you're not used to shit. It's another thing when you're used to shit because you have to understand, you know, I had a partner and this brother did some time in the joint, some real time, you know, 15 plus, stand on 10 toes. And then, you know, he had his dream and I was a part of it, you know, and that's how I got myself involved in promotions. And, you know, and the life that he had at one point was, shit, you know, right on to the real. You know, I took a lot from his blueprint, and at the time, and when you realistically understand, when you have pussy right there, and pussy right here, and pussy right here, and like my grandfather said, if you're not disciplined, you're gonna fuck yourself to death.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're gonna get fucked up, or you're gonna get set up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have discipline. So everything in life is filled with discipline. It's like rich or poor, the same mother, a dick wants some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Rich or poor, I don't give a fuck. A man wants some pussy. I think the saying is like on average, a man need to get, you know, I don't know what the fucking, come, excuse me, at least twice a day, right? And that's what they say on Google and you know other people. But I think theoretically, any man that gets up to lead a day, good or bad, at the end of the day, it's all about some pussy.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Great show, by the way. Thank you. Fucking fantastic. But I got a little question for you. And then from there, I really want to talk about your business and, you know, and then give you the floor to just, you know, put it out there. What's one thing living here for the time that you would change about DR? And if you don't have something, it's okay. But I always like to ask people that, like, what is one thing you would like to change about DR?
I wouldn't like, honestly, I told you, just the motorcycle situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, ignorant guys are putting innocent lives and lives that are just beginning in their hand. And it's not just here. Mm-hmm. I've seen it in Bangladesh, you know, Southeast Asia, Africa. Mm-hmm. I've seen it in, Italy. And not really so much in European countries, you know, like I've seen.
They got regulations.
Yeah, like I've seen in other, Costa Rica, which was that was my first place of getting, you know, my cherry popped, as they say, going out of the country. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't change anything, man, because you know what I'm saying? This ain't my motherfucking country.
That's
you know
some real shit.
I love it, and I love what they have, and I love my family, I love my wife, and I love the opportunity the Dominican Republic has given me because I couldn't get this shit in America, I'll tell you that, what I'm in. Mm-hmm. So I think the only other thing here is that kind of really fuck with me is when Dominicans think they motherfucking American, and they lived over there, and they come back over here, and they try to shun upon other Dominicans or other Haitians. Mm-hmm. And I've found myself in a lot of situations where motherfuckers think I'm Haitian or some shit like that. And then, I have to straighten their ass, and then when they take it to the other level, then they really see that real street. They really see what a motherfucker think.
Yeah, real American.
Well,
Look like
it's not just a real fucking American. A motherfucker had that look, they had that smell, and that's just something I had to, in life, a part of this journey had to accept. I made a few mistakes, but goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? So when you have to let that type of shit out here, then they want to, oh shit, that's an American.
yeah.
Oh, then when they, I had a situation where my house is, I'm blessed to have a house in the area because you know how DR is, the real fucking city.
Yeah.
So everybody don't have
It's
a fucking
apartments,
house.
yeah.
So I'm blessed to have all the amenities that an apartment will give you. I just have that in the home. And, the parking is a crazy fucking thing, and people have gotten killed over parking spaces here. And I had a couple of situations with parking. One of them in a new apartment that was next door to me. People used to like to park in the spot. And the funny thing about the blessing about my house is I was friends because of my wife's family friend. He spoke English and he worked. Papa Rafa didn't speak English, but Papa Rafa's best friend, which became my dear friend of mine. He spoke English, did a lot of wonderful things in America, came back here and retired. He was Dominican. And he said, Andre, when my wife come back from Boston, because she's about to retire, she was 20 years younger than him. He said, I want you to have a house. I'm like, you want me to have a house? All right. Shit, I ain't looking to buy shit right now. Trying to make sure I get, I'm involved with trying to make sure I get awarded, the company has. So, needless to say, he passed away. And when he passed away, his wife was here, and then she passed from COVID, but it was more of a broken hearted. But her mother lived in their daughter. And they all knew that he was going to give me the house. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, I was in another apartment. I mean, when I say another apartment, all my neighbors were retired senators or something. And every night I would hear the motorcade of the police, of the police with the president and the head of the police, national police at the time. So I was in a very nice, wonderful area. But this area was beautiful, not too far as you know. So that opportunity came, and I took full advantage of it. And being here has allowed me again to see who I am, embrace the culture that I'm in, and accept the shit that I can't change.
Exactly. Well,
did I answer the question? I mean, is that...
You gave me some. Besides the motos, you don't really want to change shit because
it ain't my goddamn country.
It ain't your country.
I mean, where I'm from, I know a motherfucker who got fucked up. And what they got fucked up with, they should never see the daylight, but they at.
Exactly.
Then I know a couple of motherfuckers that, ain't nothing even throw none of that, man. These folks doing... So... I really think the Dominican Republic really, I don't like it, but stand on what they say, freedom, liberty. I think that, I know they stand behind their words. I mean, I don't get nervous because of police anymore. And then they all look like us. And I just don't like, again, the motor situation and how some people who have had the opportunity to stay in the States for whatever reason, and they get back here and they look down on other people. I mean, I love everybody. The Haitians, I mean, shit. And see, the crazy shit about with me, and where I'm from, the Haitians in America was all doctors, lawyers, and those are the Haitians that I saw.
And we have them here.
I mean, I know Zopound, but I didn't...
that was a limited space.
That's a limited space. You feel me? But again, I'm not trying to indulge in different things about this country and their issues because everyone has an issue. But I have no issue here and wouldn't change anything of this culture outside of the motors and have people who have experienced America not to think or look down on anyone. This country has the richest president that they have ever had, this current administration. So, again, if you can't identify with certain things can't identify with you.
That's true.
You feel me?
Big facts. Well, look, man, Dre,
Yo,
I appreciate you.
tingling.
But so before we go though, I want to give you the platform. You're a businessman. Your camera is there. Tell the folks if you want to put yourself out there. What are you working on, and what kind of ventures you got going on?
To be honest with you, man, I'm a very, very private guy.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So no worries.
Just being here with you, this is my thought. Fuck me. What led me to do this with you, for you, because I've seen your path, homie. I was blessed to have a little more than you coming here, but you had a hell of a lot more to give me, which was the energy of survival, the energy of moving through a room full of snakes. You know what I'm saying? And seeing where you come from, because you stayed in America. You saw a different side of America that a lot of us, I only saw in school by being able to be with a family of our, white family, of course, brothers and sisters of America. But you had an opportunity to see that. You woke up to good energy. And even though you went through a lot of bad shit, that's what you, in my opinion, not only through your family, but they also provided you that family that adopted you, gave you that positive energy, and to see and to know your story and to see where you come from and to see where you at. And I ain't no YouTube, Instagram nigga, but I look at the homie page and I see when he go out to the decompo and he giving away. I seen you not eat and give away food, homie. Listen. This real motherfucking talk, nigga. I've seen you not eat and give away fucking food with a smile on your face, a hungry fucking belly. So listen here, cuz. Man, fuck any nigga that come to this motherfucking country looking for pussy, because they looking at it wrong and they making shit bad for people like me, you, and other brothers. I know a lieutenant motherfucking colonel that's right here. A lieutenant colonel, black brother that's right fucking here, retired. I've seen your journey, and that shit, dog. I ain't talking about, you ain't making not a motherfucking peso, a dollar, nothing, and you giving it away. And to see you stay on your street, nigga. Nigga, I seen this cat build a whole fucking street with a spoon and a fucking fork and a butter knife to cut off roads to get back on. So that's just right on to the real and up to the fakers, player.
I appreciate you, man.
So
I appreciate you.
Homie. It's about you.
I
God
appreciate
bless
you.
you. And you know it, but I don't have to, man. Fuck the internet, nigga.
Excellent.
I'm here for you and for all of the families' lives that you have inspired, and them not knowing what I know. So I don't give a fuck how I wish you all success and prosperity, infinite love.
Amen, brother. I appreciate that.
And you keep that shit going, homie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I do.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Life in DR. Great episode. Thank you to Dre. And tune in next week. And man, whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. You got this. I believe in you as always. I am because we are. I love you guys.
One more thing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ting-a-ling, I'm sorry. Check it out. Hey, homies, grab a motherfucking lawn chair, get your favorite drink, and go sit in front of La Serena. Go sit in front of Bravo, a national, and you will find some of the most committed, submissive women that this country has to offer. Stop listening and looking at their bullshit, because not only have y'all niggas watered down this shit, y'all making a bad name. And that's just, again, right on to the real and death to the fakers, man. I just, it's just, a nigga can get anything and everything that they want here if they come here with the right mindset, homie. Mm-hmm. That's it. You asked me to do this shit.
No, hey man, no, it's true. If you grab a lawn chair, shoot, just go at the gas station on Lincoln. It's called Next. Get you a bottle.
I done see the Texaco jumping, boy.
Exactly. Rent you an SUV or get a person with an SUV. Open the trunk, put the cooler right there and sit down.
Don't ask about no club. Say, hey, bitch, with a Boomba. Take me to the Boomba Texaco. And boy, you gonna see something like, God, boy, this.
And they got a job. And they're making a couple dollars.
Man, job or not, let's not even base that shit on no money. I base that shit on respect. They know how to respect a man if you come at them with respect. But if you come at them with disrespect, they supposed to take every nickel your ass have.
And that's the life in DR. Let's go.
There you go.
That's the end of the video.